y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On the carry. Curtis Weaver on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The kick is
and that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shifts by him. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This time Jackson will throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards. downs. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
on 2nd and 9. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jackson's pass.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was brought down by Levante David. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
After 1, 17-7 is our score.
Raiders 17. Broncos 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now left side on the swing pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Chris Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw again, Jackson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Foster, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 14.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look at... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quinnen Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 10. And a Las Vegas first down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot. Shoot.
Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The tackle there by Brian Poole. And we're going to get a timeout.
A gain of 2.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The Raider first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Again, it's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm going to run you over.
Again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
What now? Check. 42. 42's the mark, boy. 42.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Carr, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go again to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On the keeper.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there.